dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old.
What's up? I will punch your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. I did it. He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Off a piece of paper.
You know, people who have adult children, help me out with this. Like, was it disrespectful? Absolutely. I heard the audio, man. Kirk Franklin talked to him like he was a dude on the street. But what happened for them to get to that point? That part we don't know. And all we're going off is what we heard, and we're judging on that. And that's why I said what I said. People are so quick to judge and slow to think. Apply that shit to your life and the dysfunction in your family. Would you really want people to just be judgmental about how you parent? Like, this generation out here, they savages. How are you supposed to talk to them? How do you talk to an adult child that wants to get in your face and tell you about yourself, but yet they still need your help? You're not finna talk shit to me and talk crazy to me, and then 15 minutes later talking about can I have or I need to get the fuck out of my face. If it's not toxic and everybody gets along and everyone helps each other, I think that is beautiful. So I'm not talking down on people who still, because there are families who have businesses, you know, so you work with each other and you live with each other, you make money together. I think that is amazing. There's nothing wrong with that. So let me just make sure I make that clear. I'm talking about them people that don't do shit, but they entitled to every goddamn thing. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about those that are jealous of relationships and they just do shit to tear it down. I'm talking about like this Prince Harry and Meghan Markle shit. Like, you're upset because they moved on and they're living their life and you don't know and you never figured it out. You know, that's not fair. You should want your children, you should want your family members to progress and do better than you. You should. There is no reason why parents are jealous of children or you do whatever and all things you can to belittle them and make them feel like that they can't live without you. That is just some fucked up ass shit. And I think it's really fucked up that there are parents out there that make their adult children feel like they're entitled. You know, like, I took care of you, now it's your turn to take care of me. Now, if you are unable to take care of yourself, as far as like if you're disabled or, you know, you're sick, that's a whole different situation. But if you able-bodied and all you're doing is manipulating and being cunning because you don't want to motherfucking work, or you feel entitled because I raised him to be a good man and nobody deserved my son. You know what I'm saying? I raised a good motherfucker man. His daddy wasn't shit, so I'm gonna make sure, you know, can't no little nasty pussy ass girl come in and try to take what I created. Bitch, you crazy. Why would you raise a son for him to be your motherfucking man? Your son is not your man. Your son is not your husband. Your son is your son. You should be grateful and glad that God gave you the ability to raise a decent man, to be a decent husband and father to somebody. Can we just talk about that? What's going on, kid? Let's talk about that. Like, that is just so unfucking fair. That is so unfair. So all the mothers out there that are and families out there that are making your children feel like that they owe you something, that's bullshit. And vice versa with these adult children. Your parents don't owe you a motherfucking thing. They don't owe you shit. They raised you right and gave you all the tools that you need. They don't owe you nothing. Now, parents are supposed to love their children unconditionally, no doubt. Now, was there unconditional love shown between Kirk Franklin and his son at that moment? Absolutely not. But that gives us no right to judge. I'm sure all of us have cussed our children out once in a blue moon. I mean, I'm sure somebody got cussed out today. Somebody told their mother-in-law to kiss her motherfucking ass. Okay? Because she probably needed to hear that shit. Somebody told their daughter, bitch, I'm sick of your shit. Come on now. This shit ain't brand new. It ain't brand new. How dare you? I've given you everything. I gave you life. I gave you shelter. I gave you clothes. I done gave you your first vehicle. Hell, your second vehicle. For real? That's how we out here? That we out here like that? That's what we doing? I mean, I get it. I get it. Could have been conveyed a different way. Yeah, but how many times did he may have had that conversation with his son? How many times could that have possibly happened? Like, them, y'all, it's always the church folks talking first. Now, God don't like ugly. He ain't too fond of pretty either. Ain't too fond of pretty either.